Today on Cooking with a T-Rex Chef, leftovers. What do you do with them? Don't worry, I'm going to give you a couple examples of what you can do to make your leftovers great.
Don't ask me why I am this way. I should have stayed in bed today and trained.
Okay, go.
Leftovers. Again. What do you do? Now, if you're on a tight budget like I am, you want to get kind of creative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you 2 ways to take leftovers and make them your own and make them a little bit more exciting and appetizing than they were the first time. I got a rotisserie chicken from where I work. I work in a grocery store. I also have leftover chicken parmesan. So what I'm going to do is take both of those, wrap them in pizza dough, bake them in the oven, smother them with garlic butter at the very end, and then eat them. Does anybody object to that? No. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get my garlic butter going. Butter in the pan. That was really easy. Going to get our garlic over here. Got some of my lifeblood right here. Some coffee. They're 2 relatively different recipes, but the end result is going to be the same because garlic and butter go together really well. I'm not going to be mincing up the garlic because I don't want, because part of the butter is going to go on the dough before it's end cooking, and I don't want to burn the garlic, but I do want the butter flavor in there. So follow me on this one. We're just going to rough chop the garlic, and I'm a fan of leftovers. I appreciate the fact that I have something to eat the next day, especially if you're on a budget like a lot of us are. Leftovers are key to our survival. This is sticking to me, Barry. Get it off me. Get off of me. All right. Low heat, low heat, low heat. We don't want this to burn because burnt garlic is never good. So, I'm lucky enough to work in a grocery store that has a deli, and in the deli, we do rotisserie chicken. So I brought home a rotisserie chicken the other day. Hello, my baby, hello. We're not going to put that in, but. So I'm going to take this, and I'm going to shred this up.
Dude, shred.
Shred it. Shred it, man. If you want to leave the skin on, go ahead and leave the skin on, but I'm taking the skin off because it's going to get kind of soggy. Yes, I know there's a little bit of flavor in there, but we're going to give this some seasoning before we put it into the pizza dough. I'm a fan of mostly the dark meat of the chicken, but I'm going to use a little bit of the white meat. I'm a leg man. I like the leg meat. So we're going to be adding some green chilies to it. We're going to be adding some paprika for a little smoky flavor. We're going to be adding some diced onions for, you guessed it, some onion flavor. You know, if your onion, if it looks like this, it's time to use it before it grows another onion. You know, the onion is still good. They stay good longer than you actually think they do. If you don't want to use all of it, wrap it right back up. Ooh. Into our bowl. Chicken in the bowl. Green chilies. These were in a can, and I know I have a relative who's probably watching this right now going, hey, hey. Because I know the good stuff is down south. What is that? The Hatch chili is probably the best. But I got this from a can because it costs $1.29 with a coupon. We're going to add a little bit of seasoning. Gonna get some paprika. Product placement. Some pepper. Sorry. What is he doing? What is he doing? A little bit of salt. All right, so we're gonna mix this up. Yeah, I'm using my hands. Yeah. What of it, huh? Yeah. You're at home. You're gonna use your hands. There you go. Now we get this into pizza dough. I work at a grocery store, Farm Fresh Foods, plug. We have pizza doughs made by our bakery. So I let these sit out for about an hour and a half. You want them to be nice and fluffy, easy to work with. Makes sense to me, right? Flour down. Okay, now I'm about to do something that's going to be sacrilegious to some people. And I'm going to be using a rolling pin. Yes, I can toss it in the air, but I don't have high enough ceilings. There you go. Oh, where are the handles on this? This used to be my grandmother's, so it's probably around 50 years old, and the handles kind of gave out. It still works, though. So that's why I'm keeping it.
I'm just here for the coffee.
Best part of waking up. All right, now that we have this out and relaxed, we're going to build our puffball. I'm really not sure what I really want to call this yet, so we'll have a working title by the time this is published. So don't everybody worry, because that's the power of editing, right, Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Right, Mr. Barry?
Yes.
Okay, so we've got our mixture here. Before we do that, a little bit of pepper jack cheese. Some more cheese. You don't want to do too much cheese because it will affect the dough, and also you got to watch the amount of moisture in there. We could have a sauce with it in there, but if you do that, it's going to ooze out. It's not going to be easy to eat. If you want, you can do it afterwards. Have a sauce afterward. Okay. Cross over and crimp. Cross and crimp. Thank you, James. Dun, dun. Clean it up, clean it up. Okay, it looks a little jinky, I understand that. But remember that this has to be sealed very well, or you're going to have a mess, because this is going to be the bottom. So we're going to flip this. Boom. Look at that. You can leave some of this excess flour on here. It gets nice and toasty, adds to the flavor of your dish. But something that is very, very, very crucial that you need to do is to vent this. Well, you can vent yourself. You can do whatever you want. But to make sure that this has a vent. Otherwise, it's going to blow up. So a couple of holes, just to make sure that the air and moisture can get out of there. So we're going to set this on our pan. I don't care what anybody says. I could have gone out and brought a new pan and made it look nice and shiny and new, but this is seasoned. I love this pan, so I'm going to use this pan, and I'm not ashamed of it. All right, we got this away. This is our rotisserie chicken do-haba-jingy thingy. That's going to serve at least 2 people. All right, get this out of the way. Ricotta cheese, or as Giada calls it, ricotta. Yeah, we're not going to keep that. Anyway, this is going to be going into our chicken parm. I went out to eat the other night, and I couldn't finish my meal. I've got some chicken parm left over right here. That was actually half of it. Wow. Very good portions. And so we have ricotta cheese. Ricotta needs a little bit of seasoning. We're going to do just a little bit of salt. Definitely going to add some freshly cracked pepper. A little bit of Parm cheese. Going to add some oregano, sweet basil, Parm Fresh Foods. Little plug there. Mix it up. That's just a fantastic sound. How you doing, Barry? Good?
What?
You want some more coffee? You good?
Coffee.
You want some coffee?
Coffee.
Coffee? We'll do some talking. You got some coffee? There you go. There's
Coffee.
a plug for Indiana University. You're still calling me for money. That's okay. I only spent $30,000 in 2 years of education there. Our area set over here. So we've already rolled out the dough. You've seen me roll out dough, and I know how excited you were when I was rolling out the dough the first time, but the dough right now.
Aww.
I know. Now,
Wow.
there's my chicken parm that was left over. It was fantastico. Dun, dun, dun! A little bit of Parmesan cheese, because why not? The basil. Some cheese. You're going to need to squish it. Ugh. Ugh. Yep. I'm single. Right now, my mom's calling.
Get married.
Put the dough down, for the love of God. God and baby cheese. It's there. And we'll act like I saved all that dough.
Beautiful.
Yeah, these are gonna go in the oven. 450. I like the hot. It's gonna go in probably around 20 minutes. And about 5 minutes before these are done, I'm gonna put some of that beautiful garlic butter on there. I'm also gonna add some oregano and some basil to the butter. So let's get these in the oven. Mother of God, that was hot.
Time to make the donut. The donut.
Remember our butter with garlic? Gonna add some basil, some garlic, some fresh parsley to there. Let those marry up. Now, gonna be using some sauce to have with our chicken parm aspect of that. So we're gonna put a little bit in here. Great jarred sauce. Local product here in Western New York, Jamestown, Marco Rosso's. Really good stuff. Very, very important that these rest. Transfer these over here. Next time I'll get the big spatula. That's really hot, Mary. Look at that. Crunchy. That's the way I like it. Okay? Whoa. So now we're going to take our seasoned. Oh. There you go. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. You know what? I'm just going to go this over here too. No, I didn't think so. Okay. Go like that. So, folks, what do you do with leftovers? This is what you do with leftovers. We can just magically get that out of the way. Look at it. So now that we've let these rest at least 5 minutes, folks, because the insides are real excited because they're nice and hot. That way it's going to stay together a little bit better. So now we're going to cut into turn the dish around. So now we're going to do the dramatic reveal. This over here. And now the big reveal. All right, look at that. Look at that. To our next. Parsley going over top.
Yep.
There you have it, folks. That's my take on leftovers. If you want to have some fun with your leftovers, involve some pizza dough. You pretty much can put anything inside pizza dough, unless it's a cake. But I'm going to try doing cake inside pizza dough. If you like what you saw, hit the like button. If you don't like what you saw, then don't hit the like button. But remember to hit it anyway. My name is Andy. I'm the T-Rex chef. And with me, as always, doing all the hard work behind me is Mr. Barrett. So thank you for watching, and we will see you
Someday.
Thank you for watching, and we will see you soon, folks. Take care. That's it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bing bong. Hi, how you doing?